Hello everyone, I'm Thais and today I'm here to do the coffee book tag. This tag was created by Bangity Bangs and I was tagged by Rihanna from Little Library. I'll leave a link to both their videos in the description bar so you can check them out. The first question for this tag is Black Coffee. Name a series that's tough to get into but has some hardcore fans. I almost went with The Lord of the Rings as an answer, but I know that a lot of people choose that, so instead I chose A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. This is a very popular series, especially because of the TV show, but because the books are so big and they can be really slow-paced at times, I know that a lot of people feel really intimidated by them. Peppermint Mocha. Name a book that gets more popular during the winter or a festive time of year. For this one, I just couldn't escape the standard answer, and that is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Hot Chocolate. What is your favorite children's book? A Mina de Ouro by Maria José Dupré. This is a book by a Brazilian author and I remember reading it like a bazillion times when I was a kid. This follows a group of kids that go exploring a hill one day and they find out that there's a gold mine inside that hill and something happens and they get trapped inside it. I remember when I was a kid that I thought that it was awesome. It must be one of the first adventure books that I read, and for some reason I thought that getting trapped inside a hill for days sounded really cool. Yeah, I must have had some problems, but anyway, I think this was my favorite book as a kid. Double Shot of Espresso. Name a book that kept you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. For this one, I chose Crier's Cross by Lisa McMann. This is a very creepy book and it is filled with tension right from the beginning. I remember that it was a very quick read because I just couldn't stop turning the pages. I read it like in less than a day, so it definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. Starbucks. Name a book that you see everywhere. For this one, I chose a book that I don't actually own, and that is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I see this book in every social media, whether it be Instagram or Tumblr or BookTube, people just don't stop raving about the series. The Hipster Coffee Shop. Give a book by an indie author a shout out. For this one, I chose Savage Run by E.J. Squires. I read this book several months ago and it was one of my first 5-star reads of the year. I really loved it. It is filled with action and the characters are amazing. I read it as an ebook and even though it usually takes me a long time to read ebooks, I actually went through it pretty quickly, so I would highly recommend it. Oops, I accidentally got Decaf. Name a book that you were expecting more from. For this, I chose If I Stay by Gayle Forman. When I picked up this book, the movie had just come out and everyone was raving about it and saying that it was a very emotional read and it was heartbreaking. And when I read it, I just didn't like it. I didn't like the writing. I couldn't connect with any of the characters. I didn't like the way the story was conducted. So overall, the book just didn't live up to my expectations. The last question is the perfect blend. Name a book or series that was both bitter and sweet but ultimately satisfying. For this, I chose Ruin and Rising, the last book in the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. This book left me feeling really conflicted. I loved it, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It wrapped up the trilogy pretty well and made sense with everything that happened until then, but I can't say that I liked what happened to certain characters. I saw it coming, I knew that something like that would happen, but I still had hope that it wouldn't happen, if that even makes sense. I was disappointed, but I wasn't when it happened. I don't know if you understand me. If you read it, maybe you will. You can, I don't know, ask me on Twitter or Tumblr or something and we can discuss it. But anyway, this was both bitter and sweet for me. I loved it, but I didn't. And I'm not making sense anymore, so I'll just leave it at that. That's it guys, those were all the questions. I'm going to tag Amanda Reads, Brandon the Book Addict and Blabberon to do this tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!